Welcome back, dear dreamer. Tonight, we drift into the quiet path of an interstellar wanderer, a tiny comet named 3IATLAS that has been gliding through the galaxy for ages. It doesn't rush, it doesn't shine fiercely, it doesn't disturb the darkness around it. It simply moves with the steady calm of something that has known silence for a very long time. As you listen, let your breathing slow and let your thoughts settle like soft dust on untouched ice. This is not a tale of explosions or fiery speed. It is a gentle journey through ancient stillness, quiet motion, and the peaceful drift of a traveler shaped by distant stars. Settle in, get comfortable, and let the darkness cradle you as we follow this serene visitor across the quiet sea of space. If these soft journeys ease your mind, you're welcome to subscribe and tap the like button. Now, let us begin. The interstellar comet 3IATLAS is a quiet traveler from a distant star system, formed from ancient dust and frozen gases billions of years ago. It drifted through calm regions of the galaxy for ages before reaching our solar system, moving without urgency, guided only by soft gravitational pulls. Its icy surface carries particles older than Earth itself, tiny fragments shaped long before our sun was born. When astronomers first detected it, they felt a sense of peaceful wonder, knowing they were looking at something that had crossed unimaginable distances. Nothing about its arrival was rushed or loud. It simply glided in, a silent visitor bringing the gentle stillness of deep space with it. When 3IATLAS entered our solar system, it didn't disturb the planets or create any danger. It drifted smoothly, following a long arc shaped by distant stars. As sunlight touched its frozen surface for the first time in millions of years, a soft glow formed around it, like a tiny lantern in the dark. That faint halo came from quiet jets of gas escaping its ice, rising gently as the comet warmed. Astronomers watched it move with slow steadiness and felt reassured by its peaceful presence. Its path showed no threat, only the calm, natural motion of a traveler passing by, offering a reminder of the galaxy's serene rhythms. Inside 3IATLAS are ices that have been frozen since the earliest days of the Milky Way, storing molecules formed in ancient star clouds. These molecules drifted through cold regions before settling into the comet's body. When warm sunlight reaches them, they release soft puffs of vapor that float away into space. Scientists study these tiny escapes to understand how interstellar objects form and survive. The comet moves gently, never rushing, as if exhaling memories from ages long gone. Each faint release tells a quiet story of its journey through star-forming regions, distant nebulae, and peaceful stretches of the galaxy, where nothing stirred except slow-moving dust, giving astronomers a soothing glimpse into cosmic history. Because 3IATLAS came from outside our solar system, it followed a wide, open path rather than looping around the sun. Its orbit formed a graceful curve that carried it inward briefly before sending it back out into the dark. This shape reveals its interstellar origin, shaped by gentle gravitational nudges from distant stars and drifting clouds. Some scientists imagine it may have passed near calm zones around black holes, not close enough for harm, but far enough to feel a faint tug that slightly redirected its journey. These subtle influences guided it for millions of years, giving it a long, wandering path that eventually brought it near Earth without risk, only quiet fascination. As 3IATLAS moved through the galaxy, it passed through clouds of ancient dust left behind by earlier generations of stars. These dust grains float like soft snowflakes, weightless and silent. When the comet drifted through them, its surface may have been gently shaped, smoothed in places and textured in others. These changes happened slowly over ages, too gradual for the comet to notice. The entire process was peaceful, without collisions or sudden shifts. Watching something so old move through such delicate environments gives scientists a sense of calm, reminding them that the universe contains quiet spaces where time flows gently and objects like 3IATLAS move with steady, unhurried grace. If 3IATLAS had ever passed close to Earth, the event would have been completely safe and calming rather than frightening. Interstellar comets usually stay far outside our atmosphere, simply offering a beautiful view from a distance. Scientists would have observed its glowing halo, studied its composition, and enjoyed a rare chance to examine material from another star system. People on Earth might have seen a faint streak in the sky, shining softly as sunlight warmed its icy surface. It would have drifted past like a peaceful guest, causing no disturbance, only inspiring wonder. The thought of such a calm approach brings a sense of comfort, showing how harmless most cosmic visitors truly are. Humans have watched comets for thousands of years, sometimes fearing them and sometimes admiring their beauty. But a comet like 3IATLAS creates a different feeling entirely. Because it comes from another star system, it carries a sense of quiet mystery rather than worry. It survived countless ages drifting through silent regions of space, passing nebulae and cooled remnants of old stars. Its journey shows how gentle the universe can be when left undisturbed. When astronomers study it, they feel curiosity, not concern, and a peaceful appreciation for the calm presence it brings. Instead of signaling danger, 3IATLAS reminds us that many cosmic objects are simply wandering relics, moving softly through the galaxy. 3IATLAS is made from ice, dust, and ancient grains that fused together slowly in a distant star cradle. These materials reflect faint light as the comet rotates, giving it a soft shimmer. When warmed by sunlight, it releases a gentle mist that forms a glowing cloud called a coma. This cloud expands outward like a quiet breath, drifting around the nucleus and creating a dreamy, glowing halo. Scientists use telescopes to study the gases escaping from it, learning about the environments the comet once passed through. Every small detail reflects its long, peaceful journey across the galaxy. Nothing about it is rushed or violent. It exists as a fragile, serene object, moving softly through interstellar space. During its long travels, 3IATLAS may have passed near young stars, where swirling disks of gas and dust were forming new planets. It drifted along the quiet edges of those regions, untouched by the heat and light, closer to the center. It may also have floated through places where stars had already ended their lives, leaving behind cool clouds of leftover material. These environments added tiny particles to the comet's surface, making it a collector of cosmic memories. By the time it reached our solar system, it carried traces of many distant places. Scientists feel a calm sense of awe, knowing that this gentle traveler has experienced corners of the Milky Way we may never see ourselves. Astronomers today observe 3IATLAS using sensitive instruments that detect even the faintest reflections from its icy surface. They measure how its gases escape, how its brightness changes, and how its path curves quietly through space. Each observation adds to our understanding of interstellar visitors. Nothing about this work is hurried. Researchers study the comet slowly, allowing it to reveal its details in its own time. In the peaceful darkness of nighttime observatories, they follow its motion across the sky. The comet continues onward, unbothered and serene, offering a rare glimpse into the quiet beauty of objects born beyond our sun. Its gentle passage reminds us of the soft, uninterrupted stillness found throughout the galaxy. As 3IATLAS drifted through cold regions of the galaxy, it passed through areas where starlight was faint, and space felt almost like a quiet ocean. In these dim stretches, only slow-moving dust and soft radiation surrounded it, giving the comet long periods of peaceful darkness. Scientists think these calm regions helped preserve its ancient ices, protecting them from melting or breaking apart. The comet moved silently, untouched by planets or strong gravitational pulls, almost as if floating through a cosmic twilight. By the time it reached our solar system, it had spent millions of years in this soothing stillness, carrying with it the gentle quiet of deep space and a history that stretches back farther than human memory. There is something calming about imagining 3IATLAS drifting between the distant arms of the Milky Way. It would have seen stars from faraway angles, passing clusters glowing softly in the dark. This movement was steady, shaped only by soft gravitational nudges from the galaxy itself. No planets blocked its path. No collisions disturbed its journey. It simply floated onward, like a leaf carried by a slow current. Astronomers picture it passing glowing nebulae, not rushing through them, but moving with peaceful patience. These silent surroundings shaped its surface and preserved its fragile layers, making the comet a gentle messenger from parts of the galaxy we may never explore in person. The comet's long travel through interstellar space means it survived tiny impacts from drifting grains of dust. These grains are so small and light that they barely touched the comet, gently smoothing parts of its icy crust over millions of years. Instead of damaging it, these soft encounters helped shape its texture, leaving behind subtle marks that tell a quiet story about its surroundings. Scientists can study these patterns to learn how often the comet encountered dust clouds and what those regions were like. Because everything happened slowly, without force or heat, the comet remained stable and calm, carrying these delicate signs of its ancient experiences across the galaxy until finally reaching our solar system. Because 3IATLAS travels freely through interstellar space, it is not tied to any star. It wanders the galaxy on a path that may keep changing as it passes gentle gravitational currents. This freedom gives it a drifting, serene quality. Unlike planets locked in predictable orbits, the comet follows the quiet flow of the galaxy itself. It may pass near star clusters or faint clouds of gas, but always remains a visitor, never staying long. Astronomers find comfort in this idea, imagining the comet continually exploring new regions without haste. Its journey shows how some objects in the universe are meant to wander, moving slowly and peacefully through the vast, silent stretches between the stars. When sunlight warms 3IATLAS, the gentle release of vapor from its icy surface creates a soft glow that spreads around the comet like a fog. This glowing cloud, or coma, grows and fades in calm cycles, depending on how close the comet is to the sun. Even when it brightens, the light is quiet and soothing, never harsh. Observing this glow helps scientists understand what kinds of ices the comet contains and how they respond to warmth after millions of cold years. The process is so delicate that it feels like watching a sleeping breath rise and fall. Nothing about the comet's reaction is sudden. Everything unfolds slowly, in a relaxed rhythm that mirrors the peaceful nature of space. If 3IATLAS had been visible to the naked eye, people on Earth might have seen a faint streak moving gently across the sky during dark nights. It would not have appeared fiery or dramatic, but instead like a soft glowing thread drifting in silence. Such a sight would inspire calm rather than concern, inviting people to step outside and look upward with curiosity. Comets like this often remind us of our place in the universe, not small or insignificant, but connected to everything around us. Watching an interstellar comet pass safely by would bring a peaceful sense of wonder, showing that the galaxy contains many gentle visitors that move quietly, without disturbance or danger. 3IATLAS helps scientists understand how gravity shapes the paths of objects traveling between star systems. Even though it is small and fragile, its route is influenced by forces spread across light years. These forces act softly, like gentle currents guiding it along. As it approaches stars, the comet feels their pull, bending its path slightly, but never trapping it. These gradual shifts add up over millions of years, slowly turning its direction. Astronomers study these motions to learn how other interstellar objects might travel. The comet becomes a quiet teacher, offering lessons through its slow, drifting movement. Nothing about the process is rushed, giving researchers time to observe, measure, and appreciate how peacefully the galaxy guides objects like this. The comet may carry materials that formed before the sun existed, preserving them like a frozen library from another era. These ancient particles can reveal how early stars produced elements and how dust from their explosions spread through the galaxy. When 3IATLAS releases tiny bits of gas, instruments can capture and study them, almost like catching soft whispers from the past. Scientists find this deeply calming, knowing that the comet holds pieces of history untouched for billions of years. Its arrival offers a peaceful chance to learn about parts of the universe we cannot visit. The idea that something so old can travel so gently makes it feel like a guardian of ancient, quiet cosmic memories. During its time near the sun, 3IATLAS followed a smooth path that let astronomers observe it without difficulty. It didn't break apart violently or cause any unexpected events. It simply continued on its route, brightening slowly and fading just as gently. This steady behavior helped researchers collect clear data, giving them a better understanding of how interstellar objects behave when warmed. The comet seemed to cooperate with their observations, moving at a calm pace that allowed for patient study. Its time near the sun was short, but peaceful, like a visitor quietly stopping by before continuing its journey outward. Once it passed the sun, it resumed its slow drift toward the wider galaxy. After leaving the inner solar system, 3IATLAS returned to the deep darkness between the planets, where sunlight grows faint and space becomes cool again. In this quiet environment, its glow weakened as the coma faded. The comet continued outward without noise, carrying the warmth of its brief encounter with the sun before settling back into cold stillness. Its path would eventually carry it beyond the reach of our telescopes, allowing it to rejoin the countless other wanderers drifting through interstellar space. Though it moved away, it left behind a sense of peaceful mystery, reminding astronomers and dreamers alike that the galaxy is filled with gentle travelers that pass by silently, offering moments of quiet beauty before disappearing into the vast dark. As 3IATLAS continued its long journey outward, its path carried it into regions where the solar wind became weaker and the sun's warmth faded into a distant glow. In this gentle twilight of space, the comet felt fewer forces tugging at it, allowing it to drift quietly without disturbance. Scientists imagine it moving like a small, peaceful boat, leaving the bright shore and entering a calm, open sea. The particles around it grew colder and thinner, creating a serene emptiness that stretched in every direction. This silence allowed the comet to return to its natural state, shaped only by soft gravitational pulls from the galaxy. In that stillness, it carried on alone, unhurried and undisturbed. far from planets and asteroids. 3IATLAS floated through the outskirts of the solar system, where space becomes vast and silent. These regions are like gentle waiting rooms of the galaxy, places where objects pause before continuing into interstellar space. The comet moved with steady calm, unaffected by the noise and activity closer to the sun. Its icy surface cooled again, preserving its ancient layers after their brief encounter with sunlight. Astronomers imagine this part of its journey as deeply peaceful, almost meditative, as if the comet were settling into a quiet rest before drifting back into the wider universe. Every moment passed slowly, wrapped in the soft darkness of distant space. In these far-off regions, 3IATLAS passed through the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence fades and interstellar space begins. This crossing is gentle, not sudden, like moving from warm water into cooler water without feeling a sharp change. Beyond this point, the comet entered the galaxy's natural flow again, guided only by soft gravitational currents. Scientists find this transition fascinating because it shows how objects move between star systems without conflict or force. For 3IATLAS, it was simply another quiet step in a journey millions of years in the making. Its path continued outward, back into the peaceful ocean of starlight and dust that fills the spaces between distant suns. As the comet drifted farther from the sun, its faint tail slowly vanished, leaving behind only the cold, solid body that had survived its long interstellar journey. Without sunlight warming it, the gases on its surface settled into stillness again. The comet became darker and quieter, almost invisible against the background of deep space. Astronomers know it is still moving, even when they can no longer see it, continuing a path shaped by ancient forces. There is something calming about this disappearance into darkness, like watching a distant ship fade across a quiet horizon. The comet remains out there, traveling peacefully, carrying stories from long ago that the galaxy gently protects within its frozen core. The path that guides 3IATLAS now will likely change slowly over time as it passes near subtle gravitational waves and soft stellar currents. It will not be pulled sharply or forced into danger. Instead, it will follow the smooth bends of the galaxy, drifting wherever the gentle flow leads it. Astronomers suspect it may wander for countless more ages, passing new stars and nebulae, each encounter adding tiny shifts to its direction. This idea brings a comforting sense of continuity, as if the comet is part of a natural, endless drift through the universe. Its movement reflects the calm rhythm of space itself, driven by forces that act softly over distances too vast to imagine. Long before reaching our solar system, 3IATLAS may have crossed through regions of the galaxy filled with star-forming clouds. These places are quiet but rich with gas and dust, glowing faintly from the warmth of young stars. The comet likely skirted the edges of these clouds, absorbing tiny particles or losing a few grains of its surface to the slow-moving winds. Nothing about these encounters was violent. Everything happened gently, over millions of years. Scientists imagine the comet drifting past these glowing areas like a traveler walking beside warm lanterns in a dark valley. These subtle experiences shaped its outer layers and added to its long, peaceful record of cosmic environments. The comet's lonely journey also means it has never collided with planets or moons. Its path has kept it far from large bodies, allowing it to survive intact across enormous time spans. This quiet isolation preserved its fragile ices, maintaining structures that formed in the early days of its original star system. When astronomers study 3IATLAS, they are looking at material that has remained untouched for ages. Its survival feels almost miraculous, a reminder that the universe holds objects that endure simply because they move gently, avoiding danger through natural drifting. This untouched state makes the comet a serene messenger from ancient cosmic history, traveling without harm through the galaxy. Many scientists believe that studying interstellar comets like 3IATLAS may help us understand how life's building blocks spread across the galaxy. The comet carries organic molecules that formed in cold regions around distant stars. These molecules drift peacefully within its icy layers, protected from radiation by the comet's solid exterior. When sunlight warms them, they may release faint traces into space. Such gentle releases offer clues about how complex molecules travel across star systems. The idea that something so quiet and ancient could carry potential ingredients for life adds a soft, hopeful feeling to its story. It reminds us that the universe's calmest travelers might also be its most meaningful. As it continues wandering, 3IATLAS may one day pass near another star system, just as it once passed near ours. If that happens, it might glow softly again as it feels new sunlight for the first time in ages. Any distant civilization watching it would likely see the same peaceful visitor we did, a small, icy wanderer moving quietly through their sky. This possibility makes the comet feel like a gentle connector between distant worlds, not through communication, but through shared wonder. Its long path may eventually carry it to places we cannot imagine, offering silent beauty to anyone who notices it drifting by in the darkness. Over time, the comet may drift so far that it becomes nearly impossible to detect, even with advanced telescopes. Yet its journey will continue, carried by the galaxy's natural flow. It will remain untouched, unbothered, and unhurried for countless ages. Scientists may never track it again, but knowing it is still out there brings a soothing sense of continuity. The universe is full of wanderers like 3IATLAS, each moving slowly through peaceful stretches of space. Their presence reminds us that the cosmos is not only full of energy and motion, but also quiet calm. The comet becomes a symbol of that stillness, traveling forever with gentle purpose and silent grace. As 3IATLAS moves farther from the sun, it enters a part of the galaxy where the light from stars grows faint and the darkness becomes deeper and softer. In this calm space, each star appears like a quiet spark, resting on a velvet backdrop. The comet drifts through this stillness without resistance, carried only by invisible currents of gravity that gently guide its route. Scientists imagine this region as a peaceful hallway of the universe, a place where nothing hurried happens. The comet feels no sudden forces here, only the slow, comforting pull of distant masses. As it glides silently, it becomes part of the natural rhythm of galactic drift, a small, ancient passenger crossing an endless night. Sometimes astronomers wonder if comets like 3IATLAS pass through pockets of interstellar gas where the temperature rises only a little, creating a soft glow. These warm patches are rare and delicate, like quiet embers floating in space. If the comet ever drifted through such a region, its frozen surface may have released faint wisps of vapor, forming a temporary cloud that shimmered gently. These moments would be short, subtle, and beautiful, leaving no harm or change behind. Thinking about these possibilities helps scientists appreciate the quiet variety of environments that fill the galaxy. Each one could leave a tiny signature on the comet's surface, a peaceful reminder of places it has crossed in silence. If you follow the comet in your imagination, you might picture it moving past star systems with planets of their own. It would not disturb those worlds, nor would it be affected by them. Instead, it would slide gently past the edges of their gravitational influence, like a traveler walking along the outskirts of a quiet village. From afar, Perhaps distant beings might see its faint glow and wonder where it came from. The comet would offer them the same sense of calm curiosity it offers us. It becomes a shared symbol of the galaxy's vastness, showing that objects can travel through countless systems without conflict, carrying only the peaceful stillness of interstellar space. Over long stretches of time, the comet may encounter drifting magnetic fields stretching through parts of the galaxy. These fields are gentle, almost whisper-like, created by swirling clouds of charged particles far apart from one another. While stronger fields near stars can shape comets dramatically, the ones in interstellar space act more like soft breezes that may slightly adjust how dust settles on the comet's surface. These tiny shifts happen slowly, barely noticeable, but still part of the comet's calm journey. Scientists imagine these subtle interactions as quiet conversations between the comet and its surroundings, each one adding a faint layer to its story without ever disturbing its peaceful drift through the dark. 3. Atlas may have once passed through ancient regions where stars had died long ago, leaving behind gentle clouds of remnants drifting through space. These remnants, made of cooled gases and faint dust, are like the soft ashes of stars that once shone brightly. Traveling through these areas would not harm the comet. Instead, it might collect tiny particles that settled slowly onto its surface. These particles could be billions of years old, older than some galaxy's youngest stars. Knowing that the comet carries such delicate materials gives astronomers a sense of wonder. It feels as though the comet has gathered memories from many different corners of the galaxy, holding them quietly within its frozen layers. Scientists studying 3IATLAS often imagine what its original home star system was like. They picture a peaceful region filled with slowly forming planets, icy bodies taking shape at the edges, and gentle winds pushing dust into new structures. Somewhere in that distant cradle, the comet was born from drifting materials, coming together slowly in the cold. Over time, it was nudged softly outward by passing stars or shifting orbits until it finally escaped its home. That escape was not sudden. It likely took millions of years, unfolding gradually. Thinking about its early life adds another calming layer to the comet's story, reminding us that even its beginning was slow, quiet, and shaped by gentle cosmic forces. During its wanderings, 3IATLAS may have passed through the faint outskirts of spiral arms within the Milky Way. These regions are less dense and move with a slower, more relaxed flow compared to the bright, active centers. The comet would have drifted through this soft environment effortlessly, perhaps noticing only a slightly different distribution of dust and starlight. Astronomers believe such passages could subtly influence the comet's temperature and surface texture. These minor shifts accumulate over millions of years, creating a record of gentle encounters that shape the comet in quiet ways. Imagining this slow journey through the galaxy's spiral structure brings a sense of calm, like watching waves move across a peaceful shore. For most of its existence, 3IATLAS has traveled alone, without companion comets nearby. This solitude isn't lonely. Instead, it reflects the natural spacing of interstellar objects, each drifting on its own path through the galaxy. In this vast emptiness, solitude becomes serenity. The comet's long silence gives scientists a sense of peace, knowing that its journey has unfolded without collisions or interruptions. It has simply been allowed to exist, unchanged, except by gentle cosmic forces. This smooth, uninterrupted path preserved its fragile ices, making it a perfect messenger of ancient history when it finally reached us. Its quiet independence is part of what makes it so calming to imagine. As 3IATLAS continues outward, it enters regions where gravitational forces from nearby stars balance each other softly. These areas act like gentle crossroads in space, where objects float without strong pulls in any direction. The comet moves through these crossroads with quiet ease, influenced only slightly by each nearby mass. Over long spans of time, these tiny influences may guide it gradually toward new parts of the galaxy. Nothing about this drift is abrupt. The comet responds to these forces like a leaf being nudged by faint breezes, its path shifting in small, soothing curves. Such gentle navigation highlights the peaceful side of cosmic motion. Astronomers believe that over billions of years, comets like 3IATLAS may witness countless cosmic events from afar, supernovae in the distance, new stars forming, or glowing nebulae shifting slowly. The comet itself remains untouched, simply observing these changes like a quiet traveler watching the world from a hill. These distant lights would not warm it or alter its direction, but they might cast soft glows across its icy surface. This image of the comet moving through the galaxy while cosmic scenes unfold far around it brings a calming perspective. It reminds us that much of the universe unfolds slowly, gently, and beautifully, while objects like 3IATLAS drift peacefully through it all. As 3IATLAS drifts farther into the galaxy, it reaches areas where starlight becomes scattered and thin, almost like a distant haze spread across a vast darkness. In this quiet space, every movement feels unhurried. The comet's icy surface reflects only the faintest glimmers, turning it into a small, peaceful spark floating through an endless night. Scientists imagine this stage of its journey as the gentlest of all, where nothing disturbs its motion and no sudden forces reach it. The silence here is complete, comforting, and deep. The comet continues along its path with steady grace, embodying the calm flow of the universe, untouched and drifting freely through the soft, dark fabric of interstellar space. Some astronomers picture 3IATLAS drifting beyond the reach of most stars, into places where the galaxy becomes sparse and quiet. In these wide-open regions, the few particles of dust float like soft, weightless feathers, barely moving at all. The comet passes through them without sound, leaving only the faintest ripple behind. These vast stretches highlight how gentle the universe can be when distance smooths everything into stillness. The comet's fragile ices remain protected in this cold calm, untouched for ages. Thinking about this peaceful emptiness brings a soothing sense of perspective, reminding us that not all of space is dramatic or violent. Much of it is silent, soft, and deeply restful. Over millions of years, the comet's icy nucleus has likely developed layers that reflect different chapters of its history. Each thin sheet of ice may come from a different era of its journey, from its birth near a distant star, to its travels through glowing nebulae, to its quiet drift past our sun. These layers are fragile and ancient, stacked like pages in a silent cosmic book. If scientists ever studied a piece of this ice up close, they might read the long, gentle story of the comet's travels. Knowing this possibility exists makes the comet feel like a peaceful archive of the galaxy, carrying memories written slowly over unimaginable spans of time. Some theories suggest that interstellar comets like 3IATLAS may occasionally pass through the soft outskirts of dark matter, halos surrounding galaxies. These halos are invisible, made of material we cannot see, but they create gentle gravitational influences that reach far into space. If the comet ever drifted through one, it wouldn't feel anything dramatic, only a subtle shift, like walking through a quiet breeze you can sense but not see. These gentle nudges might have shaped its path millions of years ago, guiding it slowly from one region of the galaxy to another. Imagining these silent interactions adds another calming layer to the comet's story, showing how softly the universe can guide its travelers. If you follow the comet's journey in your mind, you can imagine it passing near the calm outskirts of star clusters, where older stars rest in quiet harmony. These stars have spent billions of years burning steadily, creating a warm, gentle glow that spreads through space like soft lantern light. The comet would have drifted along the outer edges of these clusters, watching from afar without being pulled inside. The scene feels peaceful, just a small traveler floating quietly past ancient suns. Scientists think these serene environments may leave tiny marks on the comet's surface, adding faint grains of dust that become part of its long and gentle record of the galaxy. There is a comforting thought in knowing that 3IATLAS is not alone in its nature. The galaxy likely holds countless interstellar comets, each drifting silently along its own path. They may never meet one another, but they share the same calm existence, moving slowly, shaped by soft forces, untouched for cosmic ages. Scientists believe these wanderers help spread ancient materials across the galaxy, contributing to the quiet cycle of star formation and dust renewal. Thinking about these countless gentle travelers brings a peaceful sense of connection, as if the galaxy is full of tiny, drifting guardians carrying old memories. Each one moves softly through the dark, adding to the universe's quiet rhythm. As 3IATLAS travels onward, its rotation remains slow and steady, like a peaceful spin that never rushes. This rotation helps sunlight touch different parts of its surface, warming each area gently over time. When warmed, the comet releases tiny puffs of gas that drift away like soft sighs, forming delicate clouds around it. These clouds disperse quietly into space, leaving no disturbance. Observing this slow rotation helps astronomers understand the comet's structure and balance. They see it as a calm dance in the dark, a serene motion guided by nothing but natural rhythm. This steady turning makes the comet feel alive in a quiet, ancient way, like a resting traveler slowly breathing. Some scientists imagine that long ago, 3IATLAS might have passed near the whispering remains of ancient supernova dust, soft fields of particles left after a star gently faded or exploded far away. By the time the comet reached them, the energy would have dispersed, leaving only thin clouds of material drifting peacefully. Passing through these regions would add faint traces to the comet's surface, tiny fragments from stars that lived and died before Earth existed. This gentle mingling of materials feels almost poetic, like old stories touching new ones in silence. It reminds astronomers that the galaxy recycles everything softly over time, blending past and present into peaceful drifting forms like 3IATLAS. The farther the comet moves from stars, the colder its surface becomes. Its ices freeze so deeply that even the smallest movements inside the nucleus slow to almost nothing. This stillness preserves the comet in a near-perfect state, like a sculpture cooled by time itself. Scientists find comfort in knowing that such objects remain unchanged for billions of years. They drift through the dark without melting, cracking, or breaking. The comet becomes a symbol of patience, frozen, quiet, and calm. This extreme cold is not harsh. Instead, it is gentle and protective, wrapping the comet in a blanket of silent stability as it continues its long, peaceful journey through the galaxy. If a distant civilization someday detects 3IATLAS drifting through their sky, they may feel the same wonder we did. They might look up at the faint glowing thread and imagine how far it has traveled, how many stars it has passed, and how peacefully it moves. They might study it with calm curiosity, realizing it carries ancient materials from a place they have never seen. This shared feeling across worlds and ages creates a soothing sense of connection. The comet becomes a quiet link between civilizations that may never meet, offering only its gentle presence as it drifts by. Its journey reminds us that the universe is full of soft, peaceful motion that reaches across unimaginable distances. As 3IATLAS moves farther into the quiet reaches of space, its shadow stretches softly behind it, barely visible in the faint starlight. Shadows in interstellar space are delicate things, formed only by the light of faraway suns. The comet's shadow drifts with it like a gentle companion, moving silently across nothingness. Scientists picture this shadow as a thin, whisper-like shape that follows the comet without interruption. It has no weight, no boundary, and no sound, just a dark echo tracing the comet's slow path. Thinking about this thin outline floating through the galaxy adds a peaceful dimension to its journey, as if even the darkness around it moves with calm, steady grace. Some astronomers imagine the comet drifting through regions touched by the soft glow of red dwarf stars. These small stars shine dimly but steadily, giving off a warm, gentle light that can stretch surprisingly far through space. If 3IATLAS ever passed near one, its icy surface might have glimmered faintly under the red glow, creating a peaceful, muted shimmer. The warmth from such a star would be mild, not enough to disturb the comet, only enough to give it a brief moment of quiet illumination. That gentle light would fade as the comet continued onward, leaving only a memory of passing through a soft, cosmic dusk. Sometimes, the comet drifts into areas where faint streams of cosmic rays pass through the galaxy. These rays are gentle by the time they reach interstellar space, weakened by distance and time. When they touch the comet, they may cause tiny chemical changes on its surface, forming delicate patterns within its ice. These reactions happen slowly, too subtle to be seen from afar, but they become part of the comet's long and peaceful record. Scientists know that such interactions help preserve clues about the environments the comet has encountered. Each soft change becomes a quiet note in its story, adding depth without harm, like the gentle aging of a well-kept book. Astronomers often think about how 3IATLAS responds to the soft gravitational pull of the Milky Way's center. Even though the galaxy's heart is incredibly distant, its influence reaches across vast space in a steady, gentle way. This pull does not force the comet or disrupt its motion. Instead, it creates a subtle guidance, helping shape the comet's broad trajectory. The result is a smooth, natural curve that unfolds over millions of years. Imagining this faint pull adds comfort to the comet's story. It moves not through chaos, but through a slow, harmonious flow created by the galaxy itself, a peaceful motion shaped by forces that act with quiet consistency. As the comet travels farther, it may pass near distant planetary systems with wide belts of dust and ice. These belts are like soft, cosmic rings filled with slow-moving particles that drift in gentle orbits. If 3IATLAS ever brushed the outer edges of such a system, it might have picked up a few tiny grains, each one billions of years old. These grains would settle lightly onto its surface, becoming part of its quiet collection. The comet would continue onward without disturbance, carrying these small souvenirs from faraway worlds. Thinking about these gentle encounters makes its journey feel even more serene, as if it gathers peaceful traces of the universe wherever it goes. 3IATLAS may drift through regions where faint ripples of gravitational waves pass by. These waves come from distant events, merging stars or quiet cosmic dances, yet by the time they reach the comet, they are incredibly soft. The comet wouldn't feel them directly. Instead, they would pass through like subtle vibrations of space itself. These waves might shift the comet's position by a tiny, almost invisible amount, adding another gentle touch to its journey. Scientists find the idea soothing, imagining the comet being guided by the faintest whispers of motion from across the universe. It becomes part of a cosmic rhythm so delicate that only the vastness of space allows it to unfold. As the comet drifts through the galaxy, it might enter areas where dust clouds form thin, wispy patterns that look almost like gentle fog. These clouds are cold and quiet, and the comet would pass through them slowly, allowing grains to touch its surface softly before drifting away again. Such interactions leave faint traces, but nothing forceful or damaging. The comet's delicate balance remains intact, and it continues its path as if moving through a soft veil. Astronomers imagine this experience as one of the most peaceful parts of its journey, like walking through a light mist on a calm evening. The galaxy provides these gentle scenes naturally, shaping the comet's story with quiet beauty. Sometimes the comet may drift through parts of the galaxy, illuminated by the soft, reflected glow of starlight bouncing off dust clouds. This diffuse light is gentle and calm, almost like a dim twilight spread across deep space. When this light touches the comet, its icy surface may shine with a quiet silver tone, visible only to the most sensitive instruments. This moment of illumination would be brief, fading as the comet moves back into darkness. Scientists find comfort in imagining these quiet flashes, tiny, peaceful reminders that even the darkest regions of space contain gentle light. The comet continues onward, carrying these memories like soft impressions of passing through cosmic lanterns. 3IATLAS may also drift near regions where old star remnants called white dwarfs glow faintly in the dark. These small stars shine with a gentle, steady brightness, like embers that have cooled but not fully faded. If the comet passed near one, it might feel a slight increase in warmth, just enough to cause small, harmless releases of gas from its icy surface. These releases would appear as tiny clouds spreading softly into the surrounding space. The comet would continue unharmed, leaving behind only a delicate expression of its presence. This gentle interaction reflects the calm relationship between interstellar objects and the quiet stars scattered throughout the galaxy. There is something soothing about imagining the comet passing through regions so empty and quiet that it can travel for centuries without encountering even a single grain of dust. In these vast spaces, nothing interrupts its movement. It simply glides forward in perfect stillness. The emptiness becomes a comforting blanket, wrapping the comet in silence. Astronomers know that these calm stretches make up most of the galaxy. They allow objects like 3IATLAS to exist untouched for unimaginable spans of time. In this peaceful emptiness, the comet's gentle journey feels endless and serene, like a quiet drift through a dream that never needs to end. As 3IATLAS continues drifting through the galaxy, it may enter regions where ancient dust has settled into thin, swirling patterns, shaped by slow-moving currents. These patterns are so faint that only the most sensitive instruments could detect them. The comet glides through this dust without sound, picking up tiny grains that rest briefly on its icy surface before sliding away again. Scientists imagine these grains as gentle reminders of stars that lived and faded long before our sun existed. Passing through this soft cosmic powder leaves no harm, only quiet marks layered into the comet's long memory. Each small encounter adds depth to its silent story as it moves calmly through the delicate fabric of interstellar space. In the far reaches of the galaxy, the comet may pass through wide areas where the temperature drops to nearly absolute zero. Here, The cold is not harsh, but deeply peaceful, wrapping the comet in stillness. Any remaining gases on its surface freeze instantly, locking the comet into a serene state where nothing stirs. Scientists find this idea comforting, imagining the comet resting in a quiet that has lasted for billions of years. In this cold calm, the comet is preserved perfectly, its ancient ice is safe from melting or disturbance. The silence in these frozen regions is so complete that the comet's slow drift becomes almost meditative, a gentle glide through the universe's quietest places. There are regions of space filled with faint electromagnetic whispers from distant celestial objects. These signals move softly through the galaxy, passing through comets without harming them. When 3IATLAS drifts through such an area, it becomes part of this gentle flow of unseen energy. Though the comet does not react physically, scientists imagine these quiet waves brushing past its surface like a soft breeze. These faint interactions are reminders that the universe is always moving, always humming with subtle life, even in its most peaceful corners. As the comet travels through these energetic fields, it remains unbothered, continuing its slow journey with the same serene grace it has carried for millions of years. Far from stars and planets, the galaxy's background light becomes a soft glow, created by countless distant suns blending together. This glow is gentle and steady, illuminating the comet faintly as it drifts. The light may cast subtle highlights on the comet's surface, revealing tiny ridges or sparkles of frost that would otherwise remain hidden. For astronomers imagining this scene, the picture feels like a quiet dream where the comet floats through a dim, endless twilight. Nothing moves quickly here. The light does not flicker, and the comet does not hurry. It simply glides through a soft, cosmic dusk, surrounded by a calm radiance that has traveled across unimaginable distances to touch it. Sometimes the comet may drift near the outer edges of molecular clouds, vast collections of cold gas where new stars slowly begin to form. These regions are not bright or chaotic where the comet passes. Instead, they are cool, shadowed areas filled with gentle chemical processes. The comet might absorb faint molecules carried by drifting currents, adding tiny traces to its icy surface. Scientists believe these quiet encounters can reveal clues about the chemical makeup of distant star-forming regions. For the comet, the experience would feel like moving past an ancient, murmuring forest, calm, slow, and filled with dormant potential. It continues on its way without disturbance, carrying with it a record of the peaceful places it brushed against. As 3IATLAS travels deeper into interstellar space, it may encounter soft, scattered flows of interstellar wind, thin streams of particles drifting slowly across the galaxy. These winds are too gentle to damage the comet. They merely glide past its surface, brushing it with a delicate touch. Over millions of years, this whisper-like movement can subtly shape the outer layer of the comet, smoothing tiny edges or redistributing fine dust. Scientists imagine this process as a form of cosmic weathering, but one that unfolds so calmly it resembles a slow exhale across frozen stone. The comet remains steady, unaffected in any dramatic way, continuing its serene journey as the interstellar wind gently flows around it. Scientists sometimes wonder how comets like 3IATLAS drift through the galaxy for so long without colliding with other objects. The answer lies in the vast emptiness of interstellar space, where distances between bodies are so enormous that encounters are incredibly rare. This emptiness is a place of peace, giving the comet room to move freely for billions of years without interference. It becomes a symbol of patience and longevity, surviving not because it is strong, but because the universe's calm expanses protect it naturally. This safe isolation allows the comet to keep its ancient structure intact, preserving its quiet history as it continues its slow voyage through the gentle branches of the Milky Way. There is a comforting idea that the comet's path might take it near faint, isolated stars that shine quietly with soft golden or bluish light. These stars do not burn violently, but glow steadily, creating a peaceful presence in the darkness. If 3IATLAS ever passed near one, the star's gentle warmth might brush lightly against its surface, causing small pockets of ice to breathe out tiny clouds of vapor. These clouds would drift away slowly, illuminated by the calm starlight. The comet would continue moving, unchanged except for these brief, serene moments. Scientists imagine such scenes with a sense of peace, knowing they reveal the quiet beauty scattered throughout the universe. As the comet travels on, it may cross regions of space where gravity from nearby stars balances into soft, stable pockets. These pockets act like smooth valleys in the fabric of space-time, guiding the comet forward without pulling it sharply in any direction. The motion through these areas is effortless, like gliding down a gentle slope. Astronomers find the idea soothing because it shows how even gravity can behave softly across vast distances. The comet simply follows these natural contours, drifting steadily along curves shaped by the galaxy's peaceful architecture. These smooth gravitational paths help preserve the comet's calm journey, keeping it safe and unhurried as it floats onward. The further 3IATLAS drifts, the more it becomes a quiet observer of the galaxy. It may pass distant phenomena, slowly spinning neutron stars, faint planetary nebulae, or the soft glow of dying suns, always from afar, never entering dangerous proximity. These distant sights add richness to the comet's unseen journey, like a traveler watching landscapes from a window, without leaving the comfort of a quiet train. The comet absorbs nothing more than light and gentle radiation, continuing its steady movement without interruption. Scientists find this deeply calming, imagining the comet witnessing the universe's slow, natural changes while remaining untouched and serene, a peaceful drifter in an ever-evolving cosmos. As 3IATLAS travels deeper into the silent stretches of space, it may glide through regions where faint, ancient particles float gently, leftovers from the early days of the galaxy. These particles drift like tiny motes of cosmic dust, barely moving, almost suspended in stillness. When the comet passes through them, nothing sudden happens. A few grains might touch its surface softly, before falling away again, leaving no harm behind. Scientists imagine these encounters as incredibly delicate, like brushing past floating pollen on a calm day. Each quiet moment adds to the comet's long story, showing how interstellar space offers more peace than turbulence, allowing travelers like 3IATLAS to move unhindered for billions of years. Far from stars and planets, the comet may enter areas where radiation levels drop so low that its icy surface remains perfectly undisturbed. These regions are like cosmic sanctuaries of silence, where energy moves slowly and gently. In such calm, the comet's ancient layers stay crisp and unchanged, preserving the icy textures formed in distant star systems. Scientists find this idea peaceful, imagining the comet wrapped in a blanket of cold stillness, protected from the harshness found closer to suns. Its long journey through these quiet zones shows how much of the universe is gentle, allowing objects to exist in serene isolation as they drift through timeless, open space. Sometimes, the comet may pass through invisible filaments of gas that stretch across the galaxy like soft strands. These filaments are so thin that the comet barely interacts with them, but the slight presence of hydrogen or other slow-moving particles can leave faint, gentle marks on its surface. Nothing dramatic, just tiny impressions that reveal where it has been. Astronomers believe these interactions help trace the comet's path through environments that would otherwise remain unknown. Thinking about these filaments feels like imagining quiet breezes that leave subtle patterns on sand. Each one shapes the comet with a light touch, adding a calming sense of continuity to its long, peaceful journey across the galaxy. As 3IATLAS wanders through the Milky Way, it occasionally passes within distant view of star nurseries, glowing clouds where new stars are slowly forming. From the comet's perspective, these places would appear as soft patches of light in the dark, shimmering like gentle embers. The comet would remain in cooler, quieter regions nearby, drifting past without entering the bright centers. This brief view of creation happening far away adds a sense of renewal to its story. Scientists imagine the comet quietly observing these glowing clouds before continuing onward, untouched by the heat or activity within. These glimpses of distant beginnings make its journey feel connected to the galaxy's slow cycles of birth and change. There are parts of the galaxy where starlight echoes faintly off scattered dust, creating a soft, grayish glow that barely illuminates the surroundings. If the comet drifts through such an area, its surface might be touched by a dim, dreamy sheen, like moonlight diffused through mist. This gentle lighting reveals delicate textures in the comet's ice that would otherwise remain hidden. Astronomers imagine these moments as calm scenes where the comet glows softly before sinking back into deeper darkness. The effect is brief, but beautiful, offering the comet a quiet encounter with the gentlest forms of light the galaxy produces, a reminder that even the faintest glow can bring quiet beauty to cold, silent places. Sometimes, the comet may cross paths with drifting streams of ancient stardust, particles released long ago when stars completed their life cycles. These streams flow softly through space, moving so slowly that the comet slips through them like a swimmer gliding through still water. A few grains may settle onto its surface for a moment, adding another whisper of history to its icy layers. Scientists find comfort in the idea that the comet carries traces of countless stars that lived and died before humans appeared. Each gentle encounter becomes part of its quiet archive of cosmic memory, preserved as it continues its tranquil drift through the peaceful, aging dust left behind by the universe. As the comet moves through the galaxy, its path may bring it near calm binary star systems, pairs of stars orbiting one another with steady grace. From far away, these stars appear like two soft lights circling each other in a slow, celestial dance. The comet would feel only the faintest pull from these systems, not enough to change its route, only enough to remind it of their presence. Scientists imagine the comet drifting quietly past, watching this tranquil motion from afar. The scene feels almost poetic, as if the comet is passing two lanterns swaying gently in a quiet room. It continues its steady motion, untouched by the soft glow that circles silently behind it. There are regions of the galaxy filled with faint, low-frequency vibrations created by the movement of gas clouds or distant magnetic fields. These vibrations travel through space gently, like slow waves rippling across a calm lake. When the comet moves through these areas, it does not react dramatically. It simply continues its journey while the space around it hums softly. Scientists like imagining this background harmony, a deep, soothing tone woven into the galaxy's structure. It creates an image of the comet drifting through a natural cosmic lullaby, an environment where even the smallest vibrations contribute to the peaceful atmosphere surrounding its long and quiet path. Sometimes, 3IATLAS may drift near the outskirts of ancient globular clusters, dense groups of old stars gathered tightly at the center, but surrounded by soft halos of scattered light. The comet would remain far enough away to avoid the bright, crowded core, gliding instead along the outer regions where the light is gentle and the gravity soft. Scientists imagine the comet passing by these old stars like a traveler moving past the edge of a quiet, glowing city. The warmth of the cluster would fade slowly behind it as it continued outward. These encounters add richness to the comet's unseen journey, showing that even the outskirts of crowded places can feel serene when viewed from afar. As the comet travels farther from populated regions of space, it enters areas where starlight becomes so faint that its icy surface reflects almost nothing at all. In these deep, dark regions, the comet appears nearly invisible, blending into the quiet backdrop of the galaxy. This invisibility is not lonely, but peaceful, allowing it to drift freely without being illuminated or disturbed. Scientists find comfort in this image of quiet disappearance, like a gentle figure moving into a shadowed forest where everything slows down. The comet continues onward, unseen but still present, carrying its long story with perfect calm as it glides deeper into the tranquil dark. As 3IATLAS continues wandering through the galaxy, it may pass through regions touched by the faint glow of ionized gas. This glow is incredibly soft, spreading like a blush of light across vast, quiet distances. If the comet drifts through such an area, its icy surface might catch a hint of this shimmer, giving it a gentle, almost ghost-like radiance. Scientists imagine this moment as a peaceful highlight in the comet's long voyage, like a lantern briefly lighting a traveler's path before fading again. The glow would not warm or disturb it. It would simply pass over, leaving behind a quiet memory of the soft colors that decorate the galaxy's more delicate corners. Far from bright stars, 3IATLAS may drift through regions filled with the faint hum of background microwaves left from the universe's earliest moments. These ancient signals are incredibly gentle, so soft that even sensitive instruments struggle to detect them. When the comet moves through this quiet sea of primordial energy, nothing about its motion changes. It simply becomes part of a subtle backdrop that has existed since the beginning of time. Scientists find this comforting, imagining the comet surrounded by the universe's oldest whisper, traveling untouched through a calm that stretches back to creation itself. This peaceful passage reinforces the sense that the comet is drifting through the galaxy's oldest lullaby. Sometimes, 3IATLAS may cross paths with streams of charged particles moving slowly through interstellar space. These particles are sparse and gentle, like thin, drifting currents in a vast ocean. When they flow past the comet, they might create faint, temporary charges on its surface, but nothing strong enough to disturb its structure. Scientists believe these mild interactions help shape the comet in subtle ways, adding to the intricate story written within its icy layers. The soft flow of particles around it feels like a cosmic breeze, passing through without force. The comet continues its steady journey, unaffected and calm, moving through environments that shape it with a peaceful touch rather than pressure. There are distant regions of the galaxy where ancient stellar winds have slowed to a fragile whisper. These winds drift quietly across enormous distances, carrying tiny traces of old stars that once shone brightly. As 3IATLAS glides through these slow currents, it may gently gather a few particles onto its surface. These grains do not change the comet dramatically, but they add another layer to its long, peaceful story. Scientists imagine these moments as soft exchanges of history, where the comet meets the faint remains of stars long gone. Its journey through these tender winds feels like walking through a warm breeze on a still evening, comforting, delicate, and beautifully calm. Sometimes the comet may drift near the outskirts of star systems that have already aged quietly, their planets cooled, their suns dimming slowly. From afar, these old systems emit a steady, soft glow instead of a bright flash. The comet doesn't enter the systems directly, but moves past them like a quiet observer. Scientists find this idea soothing, imagining 3IATLAS passing through the galaxy's elder neighborhoods, glancing gently at worlds that once shone brightly. These brief encounters do not change its path, but add a sense of timelessness to its journey. The comet continues onward, carrying the peaceful memories of ancient suns fading gracefully into the calm of the universe. As it moves through the silent regions between stars, the comet may feel the influence of tiny gravitational shifts created by drifting clusters of matter. These shifts are so subtle that the comet barely notices them, yet they guide it in soft, almost imperceptible ways. Scientists describe these effects as gentle tugs of the galaxy's fabric, shaping the comet's path over millions of years. Nothing about these forces is sudden or sharp. Instead, they create smooth curves that help the comet travel in harmony with the galaxy's quiet motion. Imagining these slow, graceful influences adds to the soothing nature of its journey, showing how even gravity can act softly across great distances. Some astronomers imagine 3IATLAS drifting through cosmic regions where the starlight is faintly polarized, light that has passed through dust clouds and emerges with a soft, filtered glow. When this type of light touches the comet's ice, it may create delicate reflections that shimmer gently across its surface. These moments would be incredibly subtle, visible only to advanced instruments, yet they offer a peaceful glimpse into the quiet interplay between light and dust in faraway places. For the comet, these encounters pass without weight or heat, leaving behind only tiny impressions of beauty. Scientists think of these interactions as the universe's calmest artistic touches, decorating the comet as it drifts through serene, filtered light. In certain areas of the galaxy, the comet might encounter drifting debris from old planetary systems, tiny fragments of rock and ice that remain after worlds formed and evolved. These fragments are sparse and move slowly, posing no threat to the comet. If 3IATLAS passes through them, a few small pieces might settle on its surface before slipping away again. These gentle interactions add quiet stories from distant planetary histories to the comet's frozen archives. Scientists imagine this process as the soft mingling of different cosmic journeys, each fragment carrying memories of its own past. The comet absorbs these whispers calmly, continuing forward with the blended histories of worlds it never touched, but only brushed in silence. Sometimes the comet may pass near regions where star clusters cast long, soft shadows across the surrounding dust. These shadows stretch gently across space, creating pockets of cooler darkness. When 3IATLAS glides through these dim zones, its already cold surface becomes even more shielded from warming light. This deeper quiet helps preserve its fragile ices, keeping them stable across enormous timescales. Scientists imagine these shadowed regions as comforting shelters within the galaxy, offering the comet moments of deep rest before it continues its journey. The calm quiet of these shaded paths reflects the soothing nature of interstellar space, where even darkness can feel protective and serene. As the comet continues drifting, It may approach areas where starlight scatters through thin tendrils of dust, creating soft halos around distant lights. These halos glow gently, spreading outward like pale rings floating in the dark. When the comet passes through these regions, it might catch a faint, shimmering outline as the scattered light brushes softly across its surface. Astronomers imagine this moment as a quiet celebration of the galaxy's beauty, a calm illumination that comes and goes without impact. The comet remains unchanged, moving smoothly through the glow, carrying with it a memory of soft radiance that briefly accompanied its endless, peaceful journey through the stars. As 3IATLAS drifts through the darkest stretches of the galaxy, it may pass by regions where the only illumination comes from faint reflections of distant stars bouncing softly off stray dust. In these quiet places, the darkness feels smooth and endless, like a gentle blanket. The comet moves through it without sound, almost as if floating through a serene cosmic night. Scientists imagine these moments as some of the most peaceful in the comet's journey, where nothing interferes or interrupts its motion. The silence becomes comforting, the darkness protective. In this deep calm, the comet continues forward, carrying its ancient history through a quiet that stretches across thousands of light years. Sometimes the comet drifts through areas where faint gravitational waves ripple softly through space, remnants of distant stellar events. These waves are far too gentle to affect the comet in any noticeable way, yet they pass through its icy body like subtle, invisible music. Scientists imagine these interactions as a cosmic lullaby, soft vibrations that surround the comet without touching its structure. It moves through these waves without slowing or shifting, continuing its long, uninterrupted journey. The idea of the comet floating through these delicate ripples brings a sense of soothing continuity, reminding us that even the universe's most energetic events can leave behind moments of quiet beauty that gently brush past ancient travelers. As 3IATLAS journeys onward, it may pass near slowly drifting clouds of cold molecular gas. Quiet, shadowy regions where new stars form at an incredibly gentle pace. These clouds do not pull the comet in or alter its path. Instead, they form calm backdrops of faint color and texture. If the comet glides near one, it might collect the tiniest particles from the edge, adding another quiet layer to its icy story. Scientists imagine these encounters as peaceful brushings with the galaxy's future, where the earliest seeds of stars rest in stillness. The comet moves on without hesitation, carrying a soft reminder of places where new suns will one day shine. There are regions so empty that the comet may drift for centuries without sensing even the smallest particle. These vast stretches of space are serene in a way that is difficult to imagine, pure, undisturbed quiet. The comet glides through them as if suspended in a timeless dream, with no sound, no resistance, and no light except for the faint glow of distant stars. Scientists find comfort in these places, knowing that such calm allows objects like 3IATLAS to survive for billions of years. In these empty expanses, the comet's slow movement feels especially peaceful, like a lone traveler walking across a silent, moonlit plain with infinite room to wander safely. As it continues its journey, the comet may encounter soft traces of radiation from long-faded cosmic events. These traces are incredibly weak, scattered so thinly that the comet barely notices them. Yet scientists appreciate these faint signals because they link the present to the distant past. When the comet drifts through them, it becomes part of the universe's ongoing story, one shaped by events that happened millions or billions of years earlier. The interaction is quiet, delicate, and deeply peaceful. The comet remains unchanged, moving effortlessly through the diffuse echoes of ancient cosmic happenings, carrying with it the calm presence it has maintained since the earliest eras of the galaxy. Sometimes 3IATLAS may pass near the outer edges of planetary systems, where distant comets and icy bodies orbit in slow, steady arcs. These objects move so quietly that the comet barely senses them, yet their presence adds companionship to the vastness. It is like drifting past a silent crowd of travelers who have also been wandering for ages. The comet does not interact directly with these distant cousins, but their shared isolation creates a gentle sense of connection. Scientists find this idea soothing, imagining the comet passing quietly through neighborhoods of frozen wanderers spread thinly across the galaxy, each one carrying its own calm, ancient story through the dim expanse of space. As the comet moves even farther from bright stars, it may enter places where light is so limited that its icy surface becomes nearly indistinguishable from the surrounding dark. In these regions, the comet feels like part of the silence itself, floating in a weightless, velvety stillness. Scientists describe these areas as cosmic night, where everything slows and softens. The comet drifts through this darkness with complete tranquility, preserving its ancient layers in perfect cold. This phase of the journey feels like a deep, peaceful sleep, with nothing to disturb its quiet movement. The darkness around it becomes a gentle companion, guiding it softly through the timeless calm. There are parts of the galaxy where rare, faint auroras shimmer along thin dust clouds, created by distant magnetic fields brushing gently against cold particles. If the comet ever passed near such a display, it might witness a subtle, swirling glow moving across space like soft curtains of light. These auroras would be delicate, far dimmer than what we see on Earth, but still beautiful in their own quiet way. The comet would drift past without being pulled in, simply moving alongside the soft glow. Scientists imagine this moment as a gentle meeting between the comet and the galaxy's hidden artwork, a peaceful encounter that highlights the quiet beauty spread throughout interstellar space. As 3IATLAS travels farther into the galaxy, it may eventually leave the familiar patterns of the Milky Way's spiral arms and enter regions where stars are scattered loosely. In these open spaces, the comet experiences even more freedom, drifting like a solitary traveler across a wide, empty plain. The gravitational pull of nearby objects becomes weaker and rarer, allowing the comet to move in long, slow curves shaped only by distant influences. Scientists imagine this stage of its journey as deeply peaceful, a time when the comet becomes almost completely independent, guided only by the soft flow of the galaxy's subtle motions. It continues onward, untouched and serene, following a path as gentle as the space around it. Finally, the comet's journey will continue for billions of years, long after it passes beyond any region we can observe. It may drift into the quiet outskirts of the galaxy, or even slip into intergalactic space, where the stars become faint and distant. In this vast silence, the comet remains a calm and ancient traveler, carrying the memories of long-forgotten stars and peaceful encounters. Scientists find deep comfort in this idea, the thought that 3IATLAS will continue its gentle drift long after we are gone, moving endlessly through soft darkness. Its journey becomes a reminder of the universe's patience, showing that even across unimaginable distances, there is room for quiet, steady beauty that never needs to hurry or end. As you let these final thoughts drift through your mind, imagine 3IATLAS continuing its gentle path into the quiet dark, carrying the memories of distant stars and peaceful places far beyond our reach. Its journey reminds us that the universe is filled with softness too, slow movements, silent spaces, and ancient travelers that never rush. If your eyes feel heavy, let them rest. If your breathing feels slow, let it stay that way. You are floating now, just like the comet, moving through your own calm night. Wherever you are, may your thoughts soften, may your body relax, and may sleep come to you as quietly as a comet drifting through the stars. Good night and sweet dream.